Christine wakes in bed naked next to the man. Confused and anxious, she goes to the bathroom and finds a collage of pictures where the man and her wedding picture and the man's name written is Ben, who is her husband. She looks at her hand and there is a wedding ring. Confused, she enters the bedroom where the man is now awake. He says that he is her husband and they have been married for 14 years. After a crash, she had a severe head injury resulting in forgetting everything after her 20s. Every night she stores information and after she wakes up she forgets everything. Christine is totally confused, but Ben hugs and consoles her. He shows her their wedding picture and tells her how they got married. He shows her a to-do list and one of them is packing a bag. Ben says it's their anniversary and they are going outside to celebrate after he returns from work. Ben leaves for work and Christine checks the house. She looks in the mirror and finds a bruise on her cheek. Suddenly the phone rings and she picks it up. A man on the phone says he is Dr. Nash and she won't recognize him, but for a few, they are doing some work to bring her memory back. Christine says that Ben didn't say anything about this. Dr. Nash replies, Ben probably does not know about this. He then asks her to check on the wardrobe and she will find a camera, which she does. She plays a video which has her saying that she is an amnesic patient. After she sleeps tonight, she will forget everything she did and wake up thinking she is in her 20s, but she is now 40 years old. She suddenly hears something and turns off the camera. 2 weeks earlier, Christine is in the car with Dr. Nash, but Ben is not aware of it. He takes her to a parking lot where he tells her that he met her by chance and he is writing a paper on amnesia he wants to treat her. He says that he spoke to Ben about her treatment, but Ben refused, saying that it does nothing but upset her. He gives her a camera saying she needs to keep a visual diary every day. He also mentions that there was a murder attempt on her. Christine is surprised to hear about the attack as Ben told her it was a car accident. But Dr. Nash says that 10 years ago she was found near the airport injured. Medical reports suggest she had been hit on the head repeatedly. Christine is astonished, but he shows her the accident report and she is the only one who knows who attacked her. Dr. Nash says it will be better if Ben does not know about the camera and she should hide it somewhere. He will call her every day to remind her. Christine is now in her home with Ben. Christine goes to the washroom and records herself. Ben comes to call her and she turns off the camera and immediately goes to sleep. The next day she wakes up with the same routine. Ben explains she used to work in a school as a chemistry teacher, but after her accident, she could not work anymore. Christine is now with Dr. Nash, who is taking her to the place of her accident. She wonders about why did Ben lie to her about the accident. Nash feels it may be to protect her. They arrive at the place and meet a construction worker who found her. He takes them to the spot and says that she was naked with only bed sheets around her and blood everywhere. In the car, Christine wonders what she was doing there. Dr. Nash replied that she was probably in a hotel. The medical report also indicates recent sexual intercourse, but they did not find any semen to identify the perpetrator. She asks if she was violated, but Dr. Nash says that it was consensual. Christine does not believe she is the kind of person who cheats on her husband, but Dr. Nash says that she can't be certain. Christine is in her home recording a message saying that she must remember what happened that night. Later that night, it gets a flashback of making out with a man, sleep hugging each other while Christine dreams about hotel room number 3050. She is crawling bloodied. The next day, she is in an MRI machine. Dr. Nash says he will show some pictures and record the activities of her brain. Later, he shows her a picture of a girl and says that the brain showed distinct activities from that picture. Behind the picture, it's written, Claire, at the dinner. Christine asks Ben if she has a friend named Claire. Ben first denies it, but Christine persists, so he confesses that she has a friend Claire and shows her the picture. He says that she now lives somewhere. Christine asks why she left, and Ben says that it is upsetting for her to be with Christine as she forgets everything about them. In the bathroom, Christine records and says not to trust Ben as he hides information. The next day, the same routine follows. Christine checks her recording in the bathroom when she notices that the picture of Claire is missing. She searches the house and finds the picture in a diary. She suddenly has a memory of her vomiting in the bathroom. When Claire came to check, she told her that she was pregnant. Christine sees stretch marks on her belly and remembers a line that she used to tell her child. She calls her husband and demands to know if they had a child. He comes back from the office and Christine has a breakdown there. Ben confesses that they had a child, but he died. He shows her the picture and says that his name was Adam and he died at the age of 8. Later, she records herself to remind her about Adam. The next day, she checks the camera and is devastated to find out about Adam. Later, she meets with Dr. Nash and asks him if he knows about Adam. He says they already talked about him. Christine thinks maybe Ben is right and it is better not to know about her. Later, Christine asks Ben if she was a good mother. Ben replies she was the best. Christine says if he truly loves her, then he will never hide something from her in the future. At night, Christine has another nightmare. She is in the hotel and a child is in the corridor. She picks up a drawing and it has Mike on it. The next day, she meets Dr. Nash and says she thinks her perpetrator's name is Mike. Nash and Christine hug each other and she says that he makes her feel good. As they are about to kiss, Christine sees the name tag of Dr. Nash, which has Mike written on it. She is scared and runs out of the car. Dr. Nash Nash brings out a sedative, runs after Christine, and injects her, which makes her unconscious. She wakes up on the sofa, and the phone rings. It is Dr. Nash, who says that she still has her memories as he used a mild sedative. He says that sometimes the mind plays tricks and puts one memory with another. That's why she thought he was her attacker. He asks her to meet with her in person. The next day, she meets him, and he tells her that it is common for patients to develop feelings for their doctors, but this is highly unprofessional. So, he is referring her to another doctor. Meanwhile, he found the contact of Claire. She was trying to make contact with Christine but failed. He spoke to Claire, and she informed him that Ben and Christine were divorced. He gives her Claire's number. Christine calls, and it goes to voicemail. Christine visits Ben's school and confronts him about the divorce. Ben asks how she knows about this. She replies, she remembered it. Ben says, after their son died, he was devastated. He left her, but now he is back. They have each other. At home, Christine gets a call from Claire, who asks her to meet her at the park. Christine meets with Claire and remembers her a little bit, and they talk about their son. Christine asks if she knows who attacked her. She says that after Adam was born, she was struggling as a working mother. Ben and she were also fighting a lot, so Claire decided to help. After a month, she was very happy as she met a new man but never revealed his identity. She says that Ben is not aware of the affair. She also reveals that the reason Ben does not mention her has to do with the fact that they had a one-night stand, but they regretted it. She apologizes and says it's only happened once. Christine tries to leave when she gives her the letter which Ben sent her to give Christine. Christine reads the latter. Ben apologizes for leaving her, saying that every time she saw their child, she thought someone had taken them hostage, so she tried to take Adam and flee. Adam was too scared, so he decided to leave her in the facility, and that's when he chose to part, as it was the best for Adam. Heartfelt Christine records a message saying that Ben is her whole world and the only one who looked after her in tough times. After Ben comes back, she shows him the recording and reveals about Dr. Nash and what they have been doing for the past week. Ben asks why she lied to him. She replies she isn't sure if she can trust him, but now she knows how much he loves her. Suddenly, Ben slaps her and leaves the house. Christine calls Claire and tells her everything. She is surprised and says that she will call Ben and clear everything. Christine records herself bleeding and says that she can't believe Ben hit her. Claire calls back and says she just talked to Ben and he said that he has been living alone and hasn't seen Christine for 4 years. Claire asks her to describe Ben, and she does. Ben comes back to the house at that moment. Claire asks if he has a scar. Christine runs to the bathroom and checks the image and finds he doesn't have a scar. Claire says that the man she is with is not Ben. She checks the images and finds those are altered. She locks the door and asks for help. Claire asks for her address, but Christine doesn't remember it. Ben knocks on the door and Christine replies she is coming. Claire asks her to find the address and call her. She opens the door, but there is no one. She checks the house but doesn't see the man anywhere. She goes to the door, but it's locked. She goes to the back door, but it's also locked. She searches and finds the key. She opens the door and tries to run, but the man captures her and makes her unconscious. Christine wakes up confused and naked. Ben explains everything to her. Dr. Nash calls, and she checks the video camera, but it only has the bit where she says she loves Ben and will spend the rest of her life with him. She checks the wound on her face when the man calls and says that it's their anniversary and he will take her somewhere. Claire calls Christine, but the man has her phone. He then goes to meet Dr. Nash and tells him to stay away from his wife. In the evening, he takes her to a hotel. Christine asks if it is their wedding anniversary, and he replies that it's a different type of anniversary. He takes her to room number 3050. She is getting her memory back. She recognizes that it is Mike. Christine asks where her husband Ben is. Mike says that he left her. She was in the facility and he was heartbroken, so he took her out with fake documents. But he is tired of the lying, so today they will get out of the hotel as Mike and Christine. She gets a flashback of the hotel. Mike asked her to confess everything to Ben, but when she refused, he hit her with the phone. She crawled to leave, but Mike grabbed her. At present, Christine tries to leave, but Ben stops her and says that he will never hurt her. Christine says she is afraid. Ben tells her to go, but as she tries to leave, smacks her head. He brings out the camera and deletes the videos. He kisses her and says that Ben and Adam both forgot about her. Christine realizes Adam is still alive and retaliates. He slaps her, but Christine now fights back and hits him with a nightlamp, but he overpowers her and throws her towards the table. He starts to choke her. Christine takes the broken glass off the table and stabs him. She tries to crawl, but Mike grabs her leg. She finds an iron and hits him with it, which makes him unconscious. She runs away and pulls the fire alarm. Cops come, and she records herself, saying that despite her condition, she will not forget that her son is alive. She wakes up in a hospital. Dr. Nash comes to visit her. He introduces himself and says that she has some severe injuries but will be fine. The man who did this is now in jail. He then says that her real husband Ben is there to meet her. Ben comes and says if he knew she would be in danger, he would have never left her. He then asks Adam to come in. Adam goes to her mother. Christine remembers and says something that she used to tell him as a child. She remembers him and they both break down in tears and hug each other. So this was the recap of the 2014 movie Before I Go to Sleep. For more recap like this, stay subscribed and check out our other videos as well.